go get that class from...
Pretty sure you guys aren't supposed to do that.
Okay, I'm back, Sragg, by the way, so what's going
Welcome
on?
back. Then there were 4.
Yeah, we caught him up.
Okay.
Is there anything that I need to know about my character at this stage?
No.
No, you're up in the front.
I was just asking how
daylight.
far ahead of the undead you thought we were.
Okay. You want to go to the back and check it out? The sun's up now. It doesn't seem to be under attack from inside. You might even be able to stop and rest.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Roll intelligence. And
Yes.
I got nothing. Actually, that's not bad. I'm going to... let me see what my roll was. It's not good. Okay, I can't suggest that now.
You can suggest that maybe the undead made camp too.
Yeah, because they need to rest.
You didn't roll a 1. It's not that bad. But
Maybe they gave up. It's okay.
Okay. I'm going to suggest that if these things like shadows, that now that the sun's up, we should all stand apart from each other, and Colby should run his daylight spell underneath us to try and get rid of any additional clingers.
I'll sweep the shadows for wraiths.
That's about it. Yeah.
kudos on that intelligence score roll. I love that. That's great. Okay. So,
Where the heck? I'm good.
are y'all are stopping while that's going on? Everyone's getting a chance to get a breather and rest. Riclamin, you're carrying 2 people. You're gonna set one of them down, both of them down.
I'm gonna put down the old lady.
All right. She goes over to. She thanks you for being so kind, and goes over to her husband, and they rest for a moment.
I'll throw out the my tent. Not the
Okay.
crazy one, just my regular tent.
Okay.
Is there anything we can fill water with so people can get drinks? Sure, they want
There-
water.
Water skins and stuff. Yeah, pass it
There
around.
is still a barrel of water that people are offloading from the cart now and starting to line up for.
I'll just go over to the barrel and just sit there with my decanter, kind of.
What are you doing with your other passenger?
The one on my shoulder.
Yeah. Keeping it?
Turn it
Okay,
into
so-
a backpack.
How long ago did her character did Alyssa die?
She's been dead for, I'm going to guess, no, by the time this is going on, maybe an hour.
And did anybody pick her up or what?
Yeah, Riclamin's been carrying her around.
Rick's wearing her as a scarf.
Where
Okay.
there is a
Something
star.
black pulled away from her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so we probably need to figure out what she had and if any of it is useful to the party.
Guess I'll get my belt back.
I'd say best
We'll
of
get
luck
there.
prying it away from Riclamin. He's keeping this. It's his.
Okay.
He laid claim to this body.
This is Rick we're talking about, not Smurrrrh.
Okay, yeah, I
Okay,
suppose so.
boys.
Didn't know Rick was that kind of dude.
We can probably not do this right now though, because we need to make as good time as we can while the sun's up.
Yes.
Her stuff is in her haversack and her belt of many pouches, which she'd have probably stuffed in the haversack to replace with the other belt.
Boom!
Yeah, I was thinking about that.
They're the
It
same
is
type of
holding
belt.
and holding.
It's a bag of holding inside a bag of holding.
They are technically both bag of holding, if you read the
We
descriptions.
didn't kill her, she blew up an hour ago.
Yeah, and the
And
descriptions on the items.
Come inert inside other bags of holding. They don't explode.
So, okay, so it wouldn't explode, it just wouldn't be possible. It would offload everything then.
I think that's
Which
what happens,
the
yeah.
haversack has enough space to hold. She could have taken a few minutes to just individually move each item. Or she could
So you
put
just
in
unfolded
the
it and put it in.
haversack and have the haversack do it for itself. Because the
Yeah.
haversack is enchanted like that.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, it's only bags of holding inside portable holes that causes a
Right.
boom.
Okay.
Damn.
Yeah.
In that case, we're good to go, and
Pocket
we can deal with
dimensions
that.
inside pocket dimensions only cause each other to become inert.
I
Okay,
just
so I'm
picture you putting it
giving
in
the
and
people water
all your stuff just falls out.
in the barrel. I'm just filling it up as the people drink.
Okay.
So the only things actively on her is he can grab her quiver off of her wrist, grab her bow, her rapier, and her clothing. I don't think they care about the clothing.
Not really, no.
So you
Oh,
can
I
grab
don't.
her rapier and her bow and her enchanted little quiver on her wrist that you saw before.
Currently, it's all in one handy carrying bag that Riclamin's hauling around.
We
So
can deal with
let's-
that later.
Yeah.
I got this.
People weren't talking about making camp, were they?
I think they were.
We can't do that right now.
Like food.
I would say let's hand out dry rations and people can just go hungry.
Smurrrrh, are you muted? Yeah, you're muted.
Absolutely. I was having a good conversation with myself. You guys missed it. It was fantastic.
I'll
Good
ration
old
whatever
Colby, you
food.
could hand out a feast, couldn't you?
I can't. But I'll ration out whatever food was inside the tent for today.
I'll look around for anything to kill that's not one of our people that's following us that we can eat.
I don't know if we have time for
Or
that.
pork.
No, you had
Corpses.
to word that.
They don't count.
Not one of our
Apparently-
people.
Looking back behind, it doesn't seem that y'all have been followed as far as you can see so far.
Yeah, there's that whole as far as you can see so far thing. Do you want me to roll for that, or do you just want to? Are you just going to say that?
That's all I've said for free. You're gonna have to roll if you want anything
I'll
definite.
also do like a survival
Okay.
to look for berries and stuff.
Okay.
I was gonna say shit, but I didn't want to find shit, so.
Why is my plus key not firing? God, here we go. So the first was 14. The second was the
16
oh my
for the
God.
first.
yeah, listen and spot basically.
Where the hell is my roll 20?
Okay.
Am I in roll 20?
I thought
right
it was
now?
usually spot and listen that you said.
You appear to be in roll 20.
Oh yeah, there I am. Oh. I'm good. I'm good. It's good. It's
good.
good.
Would you prefer me to roll after saying it so that it doesn't say it's above board?
Please.
Okay. Listen and spot.
Listen and spot.
Above that's my
Okay.
survival roll for food.
Okay.
And survival.
Okay.
You created 10
So-
3 twigs.
I'll pull out the last of the. Well, there's probably a good bit of that venison jerky left over, and I'll let hand that to Colby or whoever's on the cart and say pass this around. We need to keep going though.
So you're a little bit everywhere.
Yeah.
He's got the movement speed for it.
They are, as far as you can tell back, they have started to come back around the town, and they are headed this way, but they are a shambling mess.
Yeah.
You do have a pretty significant lead on them.
We move just slightly faster than a shambling mass. We're only one notch ahead since we're a shambling mass of old people.
I'm just going to call out if anyone needs a rest, get on a cart, but we can't stop.
Undead
All right.
won't stop.
Smurrrrh, you find berries.
Oh god. What did he roll? Okay.
There's a large bunch of blackberry bushes here. Free food.
I hear...
Okay. I let the crowd know there's some blackberries over here.
Sweet. They start breaking off and heading into the woods.
Of course they
Oh,
do.
you can't see me. That's right. I need to, Cora, I need an hour to pray. Hopefully for
Get
some
on a
guidance.
cart.
I don't think it works that way.
I'll keep an eye on the berry pickers for the most part.
You can
Okay.
pray on your donkey, right?
Yeah, he should be able to. He needs to make a ride check to start with, but
Did you hear a whisper? Yeah, I'll have to do on the donkey.
Okay.
What's my saddle give me again? Plus what?
think it's a +8.
Plus 10. Nice.
I'm going to
+10.
I'm going to keep
I
my
gotta-
torch out as well, my ever-burning one. Sorry.
I gotta heal feed Donkey 2 before we move off.
All right, Smurrrrh.
That's
I
the
want
beautiful
you-
thing.
Being illiterate, I want an intelligence check from you.
Absolutely.
With the sun having just come up, we can leave these wraiths 24 hours behind us if we keep going. But
All right.
the physical undead will not stop walking.
Now, you counted 5 hands and 5 feet of people that went into the forest, and you're pretty sure that's how many came out.
Okay. Fair enough.
Okay.
Sragg, do you want me to roll 2 survivals to to lead them and keep an eye out for anything to bring down for food, or what?
Very busy man, but yes.
Holy crap.
Okay.
What's the kind of mechanics-wise, what are we looking at forced marched here?
They're going to get tired and slower as it goes.
I hand out 15.
31 and 30 respectively, so just take your pick.
And again, I say I hand out 15 days of rations.
Sweet.
Okay.
Oh my god, I can't roll ride checks to save my life. Literally.
So you're going to be fine, though.
It wasn't pretty, but I pulled it off.
Yep.
It's all that cumbersome armor you have on.
It should, like, center me, you would think.
So they
Maybe I was
take what
off
they can
balance.
get, and y'all
That mace is holding you to one side.
resume forced march.
Okay.
Y'all are all tired.
Oh yeah, definitely. We haven't
Yeah.
slept yet. If
As
the undead army catches us, it won't matter if we're rested or tired. So
No.
As we march along, I keep my eyes peeled for any kind of like game, like deer
There you go.
or whatever.
Fatigued. That's what it is.
As we're about to form up and march out, I just say, I yell out to everyone, "Let's go!" and just start bringing up the rear.
I need to do something.
I'm just going to let everyone know for your awareness what fatigue means to you. Tired to the point of impairment. Fatigue character can neither run nor charge, takes a -2 penalty to strength and dex. Doing anything that would normally cause fatigue causes the character to become exhausted.
So we're taking a -2 to strength and dex for
Yes,
every
right.
for attacks and everything. Okay.
Yeah, for right now. Any checks, anything like that. You're fatigued.
Thank you.
What was it? Strength and dex and
anything,
run or
any skill checks requiring dex or strength.
And anything that would make you tired from this point forward would move you on to exhausted.
Yeah.
Which will slow you down further.
son of a gun. All right.
So
Okay,
we have to
with the
get
group
a lead now.
With the group that they're moving with, they should move at approximately 2 miles an hour, so 16 miles per 8. Looks like.
Let's go! We need
Two
to get our
eyes of
distance.
God.
Okay.
How many miles are they from the forest?
Oh, they will get there right after sundown today if they press hard enough.
We'll be exhausted when we get there, but once we get there, we can expect, at the very least, the undead army will be less likely to just mow us down.
I would just like to point out to everybody currently present that when y'all were in Silvery Moon, you sold the drums of Forced March.
Silver.
You remember that?
Only usable by
okay.
Bard.
Only usable with a perform check.
Oh, wow.
Just like you know. Isn't it weird how that kind of stuff comes back
Yeah.
onto you? All right.
The thing I had to take care of, are we cold?
Yep.
Oh, and the people.
Well, I'm
Yep.
assuming the people live here and are a lot more intelligent than us and have winter clothing.
Brought what they could.
Does anyone have any extra winter clothing? I ask around.
You notice some
don't.
of the ones in the group don't actually have it either.
Son of a bitch.
They brought what they could. And they brought what they could for a forced march. They were probably told not to bring anything heavy.
Yup.
Right.
You guys need to come someplace where there's snow. And realize how ludicrous that sounds.
Yeah, I understand exactly how ludicrous that sounds.
How ludicrous what sounds?
Going
idea of a
anywhere
force-
without a winter coat.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah. It probably would have been people running out of their
Years
homes, freaking out and stuff. If anything.
been a few years, a few hours outside of Edinburgh in Scotland. I know exactly how ludicrous that sounds.
Not everybody's home survived the fires. Not everybody had possessions. So
Yeah, if your house is on fire, you're not going to think about your coat all the time.
very true.
Flaming sieges have a bad habit of burning things.
I do need. And what is the DC on that? I do not even know. I've never messed with that
10
before.
plus per hour.
It's what? 10 plus 2 per hour?
Per hour beyond the.
So the first one is 10.
Yes.
All right. Everyone in the party give me a fortitude save.
That's what I was afraid of.
What are we saving against?
Fatigue?
Mm-hmm.
Fortitude
Yeah.
save?
Now, because of the way magical healing works, if they're healed for lethal, they'll be healed for an equal amount of non-lethal.
Okay. So you're all okay for the first bit. And you're going to have to do that.
Does that mean we are not fatigued yet?
After the first night, you become fatigued if you miss sleep.
I thought that was
They
a
are.
fortitude
This
save
is
plus.
non-lethal
then you get fatigued
for
if you
the
fail.
forced march.
Right, okay.
How far outside of the Moonwood did you think we were?
So you
Well,
already.
the town is just a short bit from the edge. I mean, it's right there, so.
Yeah, y'all will be within the Moonwood by, like I said, right after
We're
nightfall.
already passing through the outskirts and the trees. We're just not quite to the forest proper yet.
Okay, I'll give. Well, I have one extra. I have one extra cold protection to spare this time.
Silver lining.
Frankly, except for the fact that the book hates you guys, I wouldn't expect the undead to really be all that gung ho about this group of people.
You know Shragg,
Alright.
don't you?
We're going to have to do that 12 more times. What is the non-lethal damage for forced march? Do you remember this? D6. Okay.
Per failed roll. Successful rolls do not take it.
Okay. And this is where the bad shit starts happening.
Can I catch a cat nap on top of Donkey?
Yeah, you
See,
could.
not-
So you'll make it out of this all right.
If I can get, you know what? If I can get Riclamin, which one of us is better off as far as fatigue? You think? I mean,
Out of
You're-
game, what's the save for that? Fort?
it's 10 plus 2 per hour past the fatigue point.
10 plus 2 what?
You're used to marches and stuff through your conditioning with the militia.
Yeah.
You think that you'll be a little more hardy for it than he would. He does seem awfully frail
Okay.
and pale.
And inaccurate.
Yeah, what I would say is why don't I go ahead and take a break now, and you can just lead them into the woods for a couple hours, and then after I've had my meditation break, I will take over and no longer be tired. You can take yours. By the time the sun goes down, we'll all be back at functional.
Next round of fortitude saves. An hour will pass.
So if we're doing that, I'm resting in the cart, and Riclamin is leading.
Right. Colby doesn't have to worry about it because he's sleeping on a donkey. So I just need
I'm
Smurrrrh and
snoring
Riclamin.
loudly on Donkey.
Riclamin doesn't care.
Riclamin thinks it's a funny idea.
Smurrrrh.
Reminds me of my younger days.
Sorry, what?
We need
Another fortitude save, Smurrrrh.
Oh, absolutely.
I would recommend that Smurrrrh actually get some shut-eye.
Nah, he's
Smurrrrh
good.
doesn't care either right now.
Okay. I'm just worried about the whole trusting the dice to save us thing.
Yeah. Tell me about it.
the next hour.
Story of my fake character's life.
I'm okay with the villagers being tired and possibly running themselves into the ground. I just assumed we were at full power whenever we had to fight the undead again.
So you'll come back by the 6th hour. Colby's out by the 4th. Okay. And what's happening with the crowd? Oh, that sucks for them. All right. Next hour, more saves, please. Thank you.
Again? Okay.
Yep. Okay, this time Riclamin succumbs. Takes 5 non-lethal damage. Getting really tired, Rick. This is a bad march. You think it may be the cold. All right, Colby wakes up at this
Not that
point.
cold.
Not that cold yet.
Germs.
Oh, there it is.
All right, so Colby's up, and he doesn't care either. And now it's going to be Riclamin and Smurrrrh once again. This
Roll
time
again?
it's an 18. Yep, this time you're beating an 18. And Smurrrrh succumbs now for 2.
All right.
What's happening?
You've taken 2 subdual damage.
So I'm taking health damage?
No, it's
Non-lethal
non-lethal.
damage.
If you get to your hit points in non-lethal damage, you just fall unconscious and freeze to death in the snow.
Okay, wait a minute. So that I'm taking damage like regular damage?
2 non-lethal damage.
It's from being really tired.
How does
Basically,
that work
you're
with my
getting-
regen?
It doesn't.
Okay.
Basically, you need to have a column for your your lethal damage and a column for non-lethal. If non-lethal drops to 0,
Okay.
you fall unconscious.
So it has the same value as my regular hit damage?
Yes. Yes.
Sort of, yeah. Yeah.
It goes off of your hit dice, your base hit points.
All right. One more save
Okay.
for both of you. This
Gonna
time you're
have
beating a 20.
Fix
This
my
is
heat.
actually me up and Riclamin going to bed, so
Yeah, this one's going to be the last one, and Riclamin once again doesn't give a crap.
Neither does Smurrrrh.
And neither does Smurrrrh.
cool.
Okay, so Riclamin lays down, and in the cart, Core is up from his meditation.
So shall I take listen, spot, and survival again?
Not yet. Not yet. 1 second. You can go ahead and roll it and name them out as you're rolling them. I'm keeping track of your crowd.
Listen is 24, spot is 29, survival is 27.
Okay. No problems. Rick seemed to do pretty well with keeping them on the path that you were wanting. They're heading straight for the Moonwood. You can tell the crowd is gaining on you.
Crowd?
The undead.
Yeah.
The
The
undead.
undead.
Okay. Yeah. There is nothing I can do to slow those things down, so
Smurrrrh, unless you plan on going to sleep, I'll need another save from you this round.
Okay. Is anyone else on guard or anything? Or
Well,
are we
there's
all walking?
we're just trying
Yeah.
to keep going.
I'm in the cart, sleeping.
Rick's in the car to sleep.
You're
And he's going to be
okay.
out for 5, 6, 7, 8 hours. He's going to be gone until after dark.
Okay.
And then Smurrrrh takes more damage.
So how much is that?
You're up to 6 so far, so you don't really. It's all right.
Your feet hurt.
Okay.
I have
Yep.
calluses.
Just let me know how much to subtract, and
And
then
I'm old.
We'll do. Another save, Smurrrrh. We're just going to keep going unless anyone's got any other actions. Okay. Okay.
No offense,
Sure.
Smurrrrh, but I'd rather
How
you
much
take
damage?
subdual than him roll us a random encounter.
So far, you're at 12 subdual damage.
So that was another 6?
Yep. You rolled a max.
Okay.
Give me another save.
Now all the bad saves are coming.
3 more. You're at 15. Again?
Didn't he fall asleep on donkey or something?
6
could've.
more.
Totally
You're at
took a nap.
21. All right. Again?
How far behind us is the enemy horde?
Who broke my dice?
25 now.
Yeah.
And they are closing on you, and you're noticing that your crowd is thinning because people are dropping like flies.
What does closing on us mean? How far behind us are they?
They are... They'll overtake you here in about 2 hours now.
Okay. So, are the
And the
carts
Moonwood's
full
only
of
an hour
people?
away.
Are the carts full of people, or okay?
People
So
are
I'm gonna
trying to cycle in.
Okay, they're cycling themselves. I'm not going to deal with it.
They're trying their best to copy what they saw y'all doing.
Cool.
Some people were doing it, but they weren't saying much about it. Now it's an active thing.
Yeah, they need to rest if they have to rest.
But you are losing them like flies. 2 more saves, Smurrrrh. Bam, and bam. You'll make it to the Moonwood.
How much damage was that?
You've lost a total of 33 to subdue.
Okay.
And I'm going to have to stay in the lead because I'm the only one that knows this region at all at this point.
If that was
So-
every hour, Riclamin should only have an hour of sleep left, and he should be at 8.
Right.
Well, you're sort of the only one that knows about this area.
Yeah.
It's all
So,
coming back to
are we
you.
at the gates of Silvery Moon now?
No, you're inside the Moonwood. You're in the
Moonwood,
werewolf,
I mean, not Silvery
the
Moon.
werewolf-filled forest.
I'd be so confused. Smurrrrh's like,
Oh, great.
I think we went the wrong way.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep. Y'all get to the Moonwood.
We're going in the right direction. Don't worry.
Right.
Core survival
I
check.
just thought it was a town. That's why I was confused.
Yeah, it's a town, sort of. Werewolves.
You start passing into the Moonwood. You look up. It's wonderfully bright night.
What's Colby doing during all this?
Let's see if Colby's riding the donkey, keeping the sun.
Actually,
going.
What is wonderfully
I was
bright light mean?
walking with
You don't have to sleep, right? Why don't you have to sleep?
I took a nap on donkey for an hour and prayed for an hour.
He has a ring that makes it so that he only has to take 2 hours.
Two
It's 2
hours,
hours
sorry.
to rest.
Hypothetically speaking, if we borrowed that ring,
No. Takes 24 hours to attune to a person.
okay.
That was
and,
pulled right out of his
wonderfully-
ass.
Right. No, actually, it's not. It's
Everyone, put your finger in the ring.
Yeah, well,
Finger fucking everybody.
full moon.
Okay,
did
there's
you
not
do a
much we can
roll
do
for
about
me
that.
yet, or-
Is the full moon? Okay. Fuck you.
I'm going to try and lead the group to my home. And we're just going to hope for the best because there's not much more we can do.
You don't happen to live in a fortified fortress that can handle what's our head count? Say we got left.
We can
He
shove
lives in a tree.
we can shove everyone we have in the shacks
I might.
around it.
Depending on what's in it, though.
We're talking like Uber, like tree fortress, or
Uber Tree Fortress.
It's fortified for me and occasional company up in the tree, and then there's shacks around the base of the tree that they can stay in. There's traps surrounding it that I have set myself, and am leading people through Sragg.
There.
We'll just have to stay on guard. If we can get there, we can be better off than we are here.
I had a bit of holy inspiration.
I'm remembering
last night.
you using a rope and tying yourself in a bundle and
Yeah, sorry, no.
just a thought that's coming to mind.
Yeah.
The snowshoe, that's what it was. Your
Yeah.
wonderful snowshoe.
That got fixed.
Yeah.
I helped.
Okay. Yeah. All right, everyone. Keep your fingers crossed and pray to whatever deities you choose.
It's pay lore.
Nice
Pay
time.
lore. Pay lore, not pay lure.
Wow. Well,
Damn it.
screw your deities.
I'm going to be asking Angarod for any assistance she feels like giving. Shit.
Well, apparently they felt that y'all were getting there safely.
Yes.
Okay.
Was that another hour that's gone by?
Yep. Riclamin's up. The undead have entered the woods.
What?
So I'm going
We're going in
to.
the woods?
So have we? Are you saying that we are at my home?
You have reached your home after one more hour's travel. You're about 2 hours, I'm guessing, in, right? Not too far in? Or are you
Two and a
way in
half.
there? 2.5?
I'm
By
not
the
in the
time you
deep forest. No.
Okay. You'll reach your home without too much more trouble then.
We can't outrun them indefinitely. What I'm going to do is once I get them past the traps, I'm going to tell them to get themselves sheltered in the shacks around the tree. I'm going to point out the rope ladder leading up, and I'm going to tell the party that there are weapons and supplies up in that the tree house up there. I'm going to gather some.
Is this Peter Pan?
Basically, this is where I live. I have had decades to set this up.
I just find that funny though. It's like
So
we go inside the tree.
I'm gonna pull some noisemaker arrows out, and I'm going to replenish my quiver completely.
Okay, so I'm gonna go ask Cor before everybody goes on the thing. If you had a fortified cabin, where would you put it?
Up in the tree.
Not gonna work. How about on the ground?
I'm going to point him at a space at the base of the tree where there are no traps set.
Okay, and I'm assuming the space is big enough, so I'm gonna start praying and.
He starts hopping back and forth from one foot to the other, mumbo-jumboing, and
Yeah, apparently I became
it's a really
shaman all of a
weird
sudden.
spell.
And while he's doing that, I'm going to go off and fire 5, 6, 7 noisemaker arrows into the general direction of the horde, getting anything in the area with sharp ears to let them know something is over there.
All right, y'all hear him do that. He gets up there, fires off some screamers. Let me see. Yes. Yeah. Okay. Even through the casting of your spell, Colby, you're aware of howls and snarls and roars and loud noises.
Chills go down my spine.
Riclamin, yeah, you recognize these sounds.
I'm like, oh, am I hungry?
There's a lot of them. And it seems they found something. Like a dog with a bone.
Or a whole skeleton, maybe?
Smurrrrh, it's enough to wake you up. Something bad happened back there. But I imagine you don't stay up too long since you're muted.
Right. No, I'm like, guys, keep it down. I need a nap.
Core, that was good.
Thank you.
Is someone pulling the wagon now still, or what? What's happening with that?
The wagon is probably just resting at the base of the tree.
By the way, I would have shrunk down to normal size before I got in the wagon.
Look at him carry him at
Get
double
out of
Just
my
so
size.
we're clear. Yeah.
Clamor and fall asleep on top of him.
Is my fortress ready?
After a while of roaring and snarling and Suddenly silence coming from that part of the woods. Whatever happened over there is over. Something starts to grow from the ground at the base of the tree where Colby's casting.
Damn well mushrooms.
Shoots up, erupting from the area. I'm guessing this is the full-sized thing, right? So it's going to shunt trees out of the way, gleaming, trumpet-playing angels and marble
Pretty
fortress.
Much. Like it's like it is literally Pelor's celestial fortress on Earth.
Holy shit! Okay.
Yeah, Pelor symbols everywhere.
Yeah.
Glows like the sun.
And I'm going to start motioning all the people that are huddling in their shacks, probably terrified, towards the big edifice.
Greeting him at the door.
This-
What kind of
dwelling
sacrifice did he have to make for this?
This one sec. I'll tell you in a second. This dwelling
ritual
provides
spell.
considerable security. It is stronger than a normal stone building, regardless of its material composition. Resists flames and fire as if it was stone. Impervious to normal missiles, except those cast by siege engines or giants. The doors, shutters, and chimney are secure against intrusion, the former two being an arcane lock and the latter by an iron grate in the top of the narrow flue. In addition, the three areas are protected by an alarm spell. Finally, an unseen servant is conjured to provide service for you for the duration of your shelter.
How many people can you fit in this thing?
Ethereal butler.
It says it's not a regular cottage, it's a fort. So I don't know what the size difference between a cottage and a fort is.
I know.
It's pretty decent. It'll handle the survivors that you have left.
And it'll last
But
for
no one's asked about.
2 hours per level. So 18 hours?
How
Yep.
many survivors do we have left?
I just.
About 120 people actually made it here.
Oh!
Oh, crap. We're bad at this.
Hey, that's 120 more than 0.
120 less undead we gotta fight too.
Except for the other rest of them that died and are probably undead now.
That's their fate they were gonna have regardless, so.
Basically, we kept some people alive, and that's better than they ever. That's a better bargain than they had to begin with.
Hopefully, someone grabbed some winter clothes off one of the dead ones.
I've got winter clothes. What are you talking about? Get up in my treehouse.
Some haunches
Alright.
of meat, a live
Get up
style.
in my treehouse, bitch.
Damn it.
That's
I've
bad.
got spares. I'm a trapper and a leather worker.
Right.
And a candlestick maker. No, wait.
Everyone that sees Colby, who has just completed his work here, notices he does seem a little bit drained from it.
All
Not
right,
just
I'm going
tired, like
to go over and kind of just lead him in if he's sagging.
Do I see this glowing fort yet, or
Yeah.
I get up and head towards the fort and drag the wagon behind me?
Okay.
And Donkey.
Donkey comes up and nuzzles the cleric.
So, this fortress is god, like it's from Pelor rather.
Yeah.
Hey, Lore.
Hey, Laura.
Specifically from
Pelor.
that Pelor.
Is there any problem with specific alignments entering the fortress? How does that
Yes.
work?
Not that you know of.
Okay,
Oh,
I'm just saying out of
There
game.
is a consecrate around it.
Okay.
Are any of the townsfolk not able to enter as they're trying to enter?
It is protected by a consecrate and a magic circle against evil.
Okay. I head in.
Okay.
Anyway.
Magic Circle will not stop a human being.
No.
You notice that none of them have any problems getting in. Thanks for spoiling my fun.
He also said these seem to be decent and good people when we were rescuing
Well, they
them.
seem to be.
So do most serial killers.
Yeah.
I don't
They're
know,
very
Dexter's a
convincing.
pretty cool guy.
I was just curious if anyone was walking going, ow, 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 ow!
It burns! It burns!
Why is it eating my eyes? Yeah.
Doing the mime thing on the
Congratulations.
side of a visible wall.
Y'all made it this far.
Now
How
we
long
just have
can
to
we stay
defeat
here?
the entire undead army.
Well, you have up to 18 hours to stay here.
Have to salvage Quavar, restore what's left of Silvermoon if there's anything left, usurp Everlyn from the Death Cult, and seal the giant crater of evil that we've opened in Janthanar. We got this.
Well, you forgot one step.
Don't die.
Oh, and find your mommy and daddy.
No. I have to go to my home.
Yeah, find your mommy and daddy.
I know where Daddy is. Dick.
Okay, so
He's
is this
Batman.
a stopping point? Do you guys have time to continue?
I have time to continue.
I'm good.
I have
Cool.
time.
Good.
I don't know what Sragg's got planned or
I'm
Our normal
good. This is a
cutoff is-
Saturday.
30 minutes from now
Okay.
or what?
Awesome.
Are we gonna address? I don't know. I'm just entering into a celestial temple with a dead body.
Yep.
Is this
I mean, it's
character going to be a mainstay, or is she already re-rolling another character?
We can meet up with the other one that was
No.
sent off in the
She wants to
caravan.
talk to y'all.
No.
That other one probably didn't like you too much.
I should get over it.
No.
She might get over it over your corpse. I mean, depending on the character.
Yeah.
This was the nicer one.
Yep. And she wanted to kill you all.
Well, that's debatable.
Okay, so we've got a passed out group of villagers that survived, and time to rest, basically.
Yep.
And
Plan our
Restock
next move.
whatever supplies you want. I've got tons of dried rations and whatnot in my fort.
I would have
about that,
a winter cloak.
we want to talk a little bit about your house.
Cool.
Your house has
Oh,
been
you've been-
abandoned for 5 years.
Yeah, I was gonna say you've been gone for like 5 years.
That's true. Never mind.
All the
So
traps have been
basically-
reset.
That's true.
No,
You're right,
most of the
forgot about
traps are intact. A couple of them got sprung.
There's a few corpses lying.
There's
in
just
them, that sort of
skeletons
thing.
there, that's it.
Yep.
So the like cured leather goods are fine, but as far
Yeah.
as food, not so much. Good.
Right.
Okay.
Yay, sort of.
Kind of, maybe.
Well, we're
But-
okay for food. The priest can summon a banquet, right?
Right.
Yes.
There's food inside that tent every time it appears too.
So we're not
Enough
hurting
for 8
food.
people.
Enough for 8 people to feed to basically feed until they're full, but that'll go a long way rationed out. So we can't stay here, but we can.
This place is fully stocked too.
Yeah. So everyone can eat and drink and make themselves sick and then go to sleep. It's basically how that's probably going to work.
So we are. What I meant by this is Saturday means it doesn't have the hard cutoff I usually do on a Sunday. It's up to y'all when we cut
Okay.
off, really.
All right. I just didn't want to. I didn't want to get into a long, drawn-out talking session when we're down to 30 minutes. You know.
Right.
I'm good.
So good.
I am fine.
When Smurrrrh gets inside, he finds a place to sleep and sleeps. By the way.
Okay.
In this pandemonium fortress or whatever it's called.
Celestial.
I don't go and talk to
Pandemonium
Tyrael, or I don't talk to Tyrael or the other NPCs there. I just go right to bed.
Stay a while and listen.
Yes.
Okay. Anyone got anything particular for him besides Riclamin and the dead body?
I was gonna keep.
Is that like a 3.5 Men new sitcom? Riclamin and the dead body. What?
3 men, an elf, and a corpse.
Saturday night.
Well, I know my neighbors had a good night of it, so
Do we need to worry about them? I ask, Cord.
not in here. We don't.
That's good. And do we have?
Over the years, not coming to my my abode.
They don't come here.
Not when they're furry. This
I
is a
wanna
good
know
place
why?
for them to die.
This is out of character and out of game, sort of. And I don't know if this is an observation that I missed or not, but any of the skeletons that you saw in your traps, were they all humanoid, like human shaped?
I'm sure some of them are. They don't come here when they're furry because they can't, they spend a few decades dying every time they did. Even a pack of animals, they're not like dumb robots. They have they kind of have the ones that aren't fully aware as an intelligent mind at the time still will learn over time where not to go.
That's funny. When you say that, it made me think of like all like the wild animals in Warcraft that just sort of wander back and forth.
Yeah.
In packs.
Yeah. Thankfully, it's not an MMO.
And when he finished the sentence, it was reminding me of Jurassic Park and the Raptors. They never attack the same spot twice.
Yeah, but over about 100 years or so, they stopped trying to attack.
Oh, well, that's good.
It's a bad place to go.
Do you have winter clothes for us, or should I continue to pray for help with the elements from Palor?
Yeah,
You
let
have
me.
enough furs stocked up in the area. If you go looking through your stores, you going to go out of the fortress?
Yeah, it's not tailor made.
On your
Yeah, I'm going to go up. What time is it right now? What time was it when we got here?
You got here. You're going to be going outside. It's going to be a little past midnight then.
Are there windows slots to look out of? Murder holes?
I don't know. Is this fortress
Murder holes.
weak? Can people be murdered through these holes?
No.
You know what I'm talking about.
No.
Yeah, I do. No, there's no
Portals.
murder holes.
Is there any way to see outside?
Yes, there's a big door. And is there a window in this thing?
It has a
don't
sturdy
think-
door, a fireplace, but no windows. Access to the
no.
roof is through a ladder and a sturdy hatch.
All right, so I'm going to wait for the people to wake
Shucks.
up on their own, and then I'll go outside.
Okay.
That'll be a good timer for me.
Fair enough.
If it's still dark when I open the door, I'll close it and wait another hour or two.
Okay.
Now, here's a question related to the fortress. Can we hear any sounds from the outside while we're in this fortress? Or is it on another plane of existence?
No,
It's to
here.
say, you're here.
I would assume, given that there are no windows and this is a heavily fortified building, we probably wouldn't have very good hearing from outside.
It's really bizarre.
Okay, I wasn't sure if it was like on another plane or not. I guess if we're here, then we're here.
Trying to figure out what this thing would look like, because it's made out of what's around it, but it's supposed to look like it belongs to the people that worship the god.
A lot of suns.
It's literally a wooden castle. It must be hilarious looking.
Think of the blood elves.
This is a northern forest, so expect in this world lots of large stones littering the ground, that sort of thing.
Then it's a full-on stone castle.
Yep.
All right. So based on that timer, Sragg, if you want to, how do you want to handle this? You want to just say, okay, it's that time, or do you want to do what? I guess
Okay.
you're rolling to decide what the raids are going to try to do.
Oh, well. Yeah. They,
Are they outsiders?
no. They're undead.
They are incorporeal undead that wouldn't have been able to track us, and we left way behind in the dirt. They probably would have found the killing ground where all of the corporeal undead got torn up, but
You're not sure what's going on with that.
Yeah, we don't know. I was just asking how you wanted to handle the next few minutes. Do we want to just wait for you to do something or what?
I'm waiting for y'all to go outside.
Yeah.
I've given you a timer for that, so do you want to just say that time passes or what?
Yes,
I'd
that
like
time
to-
passes.
I'd like to
How
climb
long
up
has
on
that
the
been?
roof and look out and see what's up.
8 to 10 hours.
Yeah,
So it's
8
long
hours.
enough for me to be fully slept and recovered and what have you.
Yes.
Yeah, everyone will be recovered.
I've been informed as well that my barbarian damage reduction would have reduced that damage that I was taking.
It's true.
Who told you that? I need to know who to punish.
It was chat.
Ash.
Damn it.
Okay.
What damage she was taking?
It's non-lethal. It should have been being given his VR from being a barbar.
Okay. All of you Canadians, it's going to take a little longer for y'all to get there, but I'm mailing everyone shock collars.
They're controlled via Wi-Fi. Make sure that you get everything set up before the next game.
Yes. It's going to be required to log into the Zoom session next time. No. Bad. Zap. Okay. The only thing that I could see happening before y'all exit that is what's going on with the dude that's got the dead body. It's been a little while. Are you still just holding that thing in the corner?
We really didn't want to
Yeah.
ask any questions because it was just weird.
Everyone's seen him just
Is it-
carrying that body around and like look at you.
He's
and
like cradling
rear
it.
off.
Creepy.
It still appears to be in the same order when he originally picked it up, but he just won't set it down.
Just slightly smellier.
Not
Okay,
yet.
so-
It will be tomorrow.
The sun is up, yes?
That's what I was
Yes.
waiting for.
All right, the sun is
Sun up.
up. I'm going to do a spot check, listen check once I open the door.
Wait,
And
we
seven
made it through
is
the
time
night?
to get in.
Yep.
Yes.
Your super fortress saved the day.
Spot and
You-
listen check.
Summon Uneventful Night is your new spell.
Yes! That is the best spell ever. It's totally worth the con damage.
Is that permanent?
Okay.
It heals.
Yeah.
How much con damage was it?
Ended up being 2 this time.
You know what's funny? How much you were bitching about con damage being killing off people, and then you're like, oh, I gotta take con damage now.
Yeah. Most of the other spells
You,
I like are strength damage, so. Thankfully, I
There
have enough of
doesn't seem
that.
to be any problems out there. Looks like it's clear. You can tell that there were some creatures, which you're familiar with what they were, trailing around last night in the area, but more like they were just curious because nothing seems to be out of amiss.
All right. Given that the rope ladder has probably been hanging there for a good few years, I'm not going to trust it. I'm going to make a climb check.
Sweet! Make 2. Don't fail the second one. It's a DC 15.
So I failed the first one.
Okay.
Well, I failed to get too far up off the ground the first time. So
Yes.
what is this? The game is saying no.
Hang on. Okay. Colby, Smurrrrh, if y'all want to.
You know
pick
what? It's a
up-
DC 15 with all these
You see-
fails. I'm just going to take a 10 climbing
You
up.
see the elf run up, grab the tree, slide down, grab up further, slide down, grab up, start biting the tree, clawing, just keep sliding down the tree.
Screw it. I'm taking a 10. It's a 15. That gives me 15.
He sits
I'm
there,
going to climb
looks
up
back
the
at
damn tree.
You know, taking a 10 requires time.
He spent
Yeah, it
enough,
does.
I think.
Okay.
Meanwhile,
So
we're
you're all
on our
guys
butts
have time to do
laughing.
things. He is looking at the tree, picturing this, envisioning how he's going to do this. I'll put my foot there, my face here, my hand here, and I can make it.
I got this.
So I'm up the tree now. I'm going to pull out. I'm going to pull out one of the spare rope ladders,
Hang on.
and
You're still looking at it. Smurrrrh walks over there and looks at you and walks up the tree.
God damn it, spider climb.
He gets to the top and looks down at you.
What's up?
Walks underneath your platform, looks up at you, walks back down the tree.
I'm climbing up the goddamn tree.
All right. With your taking of a 10, you make it. Dex check to pull yourself over. DC 15. Oh, okay.
That was ridiculous rolls.
You're in a tree. Congratulations.
All right, so I'm in my treehouse. I'm going to
4 hours later,
I'm going to go back into storage, pull out some the rope ladders, and tie them down on top of the current one. Just use them all to get up and down for now.
Okay. We're good with you. That's going to take you quite a while.
Yeah. Once that's done, I'll start pulling down supplies and cold weather gear.
Okay. So Smurrrrh went to taunt you, so that's going to leave Colby and Riclamin for me to figure out what the heck y'all are doing in that. But we've got a while. We're all wondering, what are you doing with the body?
I don't
He's
know why
waiting
you're
for
making
Colby
it
to
so
get
suspenseful.
Well, it is suspenseful. It's 2 days you're carrying around this body. It's stiff now. So it's actually conformed to your shoulder. You don't really have to hold it on anymore.
I was just kidding about the whole making a mantle out of it.
Not anymore.
But this is Sragg. He takes everything literally.
Well, he's been
Well-
carrying it for 2 days.
I didn't skin you, at least.
I just want to know what he wants to do with you.
Maybe you don't want to know what he wants to do with the corpse.
I have rules for that right here in the Book of Vile Darkness. So just let me know what you're doing.
Yes, he does. I'm very familiar with the Book of Vile Darkness, and it's not nice.
Okay, but I'm not doing that. So
It's the
Okay.
full darkness.
this won't be the moment when I go totally evil.
You can try to
That's
summon
later.
undead in that castle. That'd be funny.
Yeah. I wonder what he would do if he. What would happen if he did such a vile act in that whole Taylor consecrated temple?
I think he'd be
God.
ejected or burned. Or both.
Shot out the hatch.
A big tube would come down and suck you up. Boom. Spit you out.
Okay, so
Okay.
what am I doing? First off, I'm going to take her belongings off of her, like the items, not her clothes.
Okay.
Take her backpack. Most of it's in there.
Yeah, like the backpacks, the pouches.
Bow, rapier.
Yeah. The stuff that... Is there anything that looks like... I don't know what the hell it is, and it looks like it has sentimental value?
Yes. You don't quite understand her heart. Her heart seems very strange, as does a brooch that she had been wearing on her lapel.
Those stay.
Are you going to investigate her with any kind of magic?
With what?
With any kind of detection?
Don't think I have detection.
You can try to appraise it with your monocle. That's about the best you got, though.
Yeah, that's all I got.
Okay. You know, if he can tell this, he knows they're both magic.
Let's see. Yeah, you can tell that they're probably magical.
And also a headband that has some degree of magic in it.
Trying to think of what my character would do here.
Right now, you're kind of in dire straits. There's a certain amount of respect, but there's also a certain amount of anything on her that could be useful.
Yeah.
You're leaving behind things that are obviously sentimental, like her signet ring of her family house.
That's kind of what I'm going towards. Like leaving behind something that I know is specifically sentimental to the person. Doesn't really have more use than
I'm not here, I would say stuff.
That's about all that you can probably assume is sentimental and not functional. Is her ring, her brooch, and her instrument.
You get that message, Colby?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Can I use the identify spell on the brooch and the harp?
Okay.
Oh, that's right. You have an item that does that now, huh?
Mm-hmm.
We can never
Just to
seem
make
to keep
sure
our
if it's
casters
gonna
around
be
long enough.
useful or not to us, or whether it can stay sentimental with and with her.
All right. You got the stuff on that, so I'll let you read it. You already been walking him through most of your stuff.
Yes, I do.
Yeah, but it was
Okay.
quiet then. I couldn't
You
really type all of it.
recognize the wink brooch. The brooch is being called a wink brooch. It helps in social interactions. You can activate it to give a +2 to bluff and diplomacy checks up to 3 times a day.
Oh, a what brooch?
Wink.
Brooch. It is on page 148 of the magic items.
Well, we know what the mask does.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you have that.
No, I give it back to her.
It's in my pouch.
Oh, okay. Sorry,
The
you said a
heart-
+2 to what?
To bluff and diplomacy on activation, up to 3 times a day. Let me check the duration. Let's see. A single use of each.
Okay. And the harp?
The instrument has a bonus to its perform of +2, constant. And if you have at least 2 ranks into perform, it has a few spells per day.
If you have a few ranks in perform?
Yes, if you have 2 ranks in perform, you can utilize its spells.
Okay. And the spells are
Flare, light, mending, and message.
flare, light, mending, and message.
Yep.
Okay.
She had some sort of magical gem on her that was not yet socketed. You identify it as underwater action.
Okay.
Ooh, I like the sound of that.
Mm-hmm.
When you're at the pool and you get some action.
Uh,
Not if I want to cast lantern light. Did you see that?
okay. The headband she got is Scout's headband. It's on pages 132 and 133. It has varying effects depending on how many charges you use.
Is this of the magic item guide again?
Yes. These are all from Uncle David. On 115 is the exacts of the Mask of Lies.
Page 115 is the Mask of
Lies.
Lies. Page 115. Okay.
Her bow is a +2 energy aura bow. Page 34 for its effect. You can choose, before you fire it, a energy type, and it adds a d6 of that type.
Why is that not typing? Sorry, what page?
Page 34.
Effect description. Okay.
She has a little wand. It casts Ray of Enfeeblement. It is an eternal wand, so it never runs out. It recharges charges per day.
Tune in next week for.
Oh yes, I'm very good at having lots of loot.
You should kill her more often.
There's a
Tune in next week for
scroll
the
of-
Traveling Roadshow.
There's a scroll of resist acid, a potion of remove perilous.
Okay.
1 cold iron rapier. 2 silver daggers. A belt of mini pockets. A haversack. A set of long spoon lockpicking tools.
A what?
A set of long spooners lockpicking tools.
Long spooner?
Mhm.
Is that what you're saying?
Yep.
Okay.
Let's see. She has a Everfull mug, Everlast rations, and a magical bedroll.
What was the first item? You said Everlast rations, magical bedroll, and
Ever full mug.
Yes.
Full mug.
Does not just water, but alcohol.
Yeah.
No,
She
I don't
has
know who wants
2 extendable poles. They start at 1 foot and can extend up to 11 each.
Okay.
You find 6 flasks of oil, a vial of ink, 4 sheets of paper, a couple of quills.
Is that in
flint
something?
Yes.
Okay.
Flint and steel. A spell pouch. A 50-foot ream of rope. 4 empty vials and 6 filled with wolfsbane.
6 feet of rope, sorry?
50 foot of rope.
50 foot.
Still. Yes, it's that kind of rope.
We got some of that rope.
You find a set of artisan's tools, a standard toolkit.
Man, there's lots of stuff. I missed some of this stuff too.
That's fine.
Okay.
You find one of the ruined copies of the Quavar Guard Tabard.
Oh, right.
Let's see. And, let's see. 75 gold.
5 what?
75 gold.
Okay.
A few stray feathers.
Okay.
And her last item, I believe, at this point, is her Quiver of Lies. You can tell it's a little bitty object on her wrist. And you remember every time she had her bow in hand and said something that was untrue, it produced an arrow. Her arrows seem to disappear after a certain amount of time, though. You remember her saying different things that made you think she might have been colorblind. Until she said something about Smurrrrh smelling like roses.
So not only colorblind, she can't smell.
But yeah, every time she needed an arrow, she whispered a little lie and one appeared in her hand, ready to be knocked.
Okay. Is there anything else that I need to write down?
Let me see here. You've got the longbow. You've got the rapier. You've got the gem. Let's see.
Would you? What?
You'll have to have someone make an alchemy check on the doses of wolfsbane. They're only good for 4 more days, but someone will have to analyze that.
Nah, I got that.
Do we have the partridge in the pear tree?
How many wolfsbane were there?
6.
Okay.
Let's see. All it has to be is cut up and crushed.
Speaking of wolfsbane, mention something to me when I get back to the party.
I'm sorry. Was that metagaming?
You heard me.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's
Beyond that, there's the assorted stuff in her spell pouch, but you won't know what any of it is or what its relevance is since this one's arcane.
Is that in something though?
It's a spell pouch.
Yeah.
Spell component pouch.
Okay.
Core, didn't you have that self-replenishing garden of wolfsbane buried under your fortress?
Self-replenishing garden, no, but there is there are a few bushes of it.
If only he'd have thought about it.
Core needs that bow and quiver.
He already told us about the wolves.
Yeah, I already told him about them when I joined the party. I said I had some growing around my home there.
I got it
Yeah.
written down.
You
Okay,
will have
so-
to check with Sragg because he gave me the quiver of lies. I don't know how many you can have it produced.
Okay, well we'll get to that. I guess we'll.
I
got all
don't
the
think my
items written
character
down?
would use the quiver of
Yes.
lies.
Okay, so here
It
we go.
has no requirement, just that you lie to it.
I know.
Tell me lies, tell me sweet.
I can make arrows. I don't need to. I don't need to summon it with some kind of quasi dark magic spell. I can make better arrows. than it will
Shots
summon.
fired. Shots fired.
Okay, back to what I'm doing.
I can just see that when he's got the quiver attached, forgets about it, fires his last arrow, the giant's foot's coming down. Well, this sucks. Oh, it wasn't a lie.
You run out of arrows. You run out of arrows.
Okay, so I'm digging a grave, or
In the Paylor Church thingy that
I went out.
told
I
me
said
something.
I went outside.
Okay.
Okay.
You carrying it back out with you then, or
Yep,
you just want to drag it this time? You got all the good stuff off of it.
I am carrying it,
Okay.
and then I'll go outside of the Paylor Church.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I'll
Fort.
attempt to find a good spot nearby
Wait.
that does
Roll.
not have a trap nearby, and I want to search for that first because he said there
Yes.
was traps.
Go. He guided you through before, but he's not here now.
Yeah,
And it was dark then.
it was.
Yep. Roll, Riclamin. Roll.
I gotta find my search.
And this concludes this week's episode of Antiques Roadshow.
What's that?
Oh, you
Antique
think,
Roadshow.
She was just standing at the foot of the length of a rope.
All right. Now give me a
Sorry.
survival, and then one more search. Okay. Okay.
Why can't we roll this shit when we're in combat?
You think you found a good spot. There's a nice tree here. The earth looks fairly soft, so you don't think you'll have to work too hard.
Is it a pleasant area to lay a body to rest?
About as pleasant as any other place in this dank forest.
All right, fair enough.
At least she gets buried. What about those people y'all left on the trail?
Oh, I didn't have enough arms.
Don't
Hey,
go
Sragg, by
that
the time they
track.
get here, have I rejoined them?
He's going to wander off. You're going to head back in a little bit after we finish this.
Okay, because
Before he gets back.
I had something to do regarding the whole possessions thing. But if it's going to happen before I get back, it's going to happen before I get back.
Okay. Where were we?
So I was digging the hole,
Yep.
and the after I'm done digging the hole, is that what's done?
Now, here's a question. I would like you to inform me how you dig this hole.
Well, I got a weapon here. I figure why
What?
not?
Your
You said the
axe?
ground's soft enough.
Okay.
It's frozen.
Axing away. Well, he's got a flaming axe.
Yeah.
Doesn't burn your foot as you use it as a makeshift shovel. Takes you a while, but you're going to dig a hole.
Great.
How deep?
Well, I can't get 6 feet deep, so
No.
we're just gonna go.
Just enough to dirt cover it, kick dirt over it, and keep going.
Not kick dirt over it. Jesus, man. Is everything that's
Do
sacrilege
I
with you?
see him doing this?
No, he wandered off a little ways.
Am I with Colby still?
Yep.
Okay.
Okay. You get about 2.5 foot down. You feel like this is fitting.
The way you describe things. All right.
You feel this is lawful.
I place her in the hole.
Take her off your shoulder, put her in the hole. You notice she's still in that shape of your shoulder, arms and legs jutting up.
Come on.
Position her and roll her on her side where they're in there, and you get her in.
Fuck you, terrible.
How long does
How
rigor
so?
last anyway?
It'll go away when the decay starts really kicking in, so it'll be done by tomorrow. That's when the skin will start sloughing.
Yay.
So,
Okay, so
Actually,
The corpse isn't
David.
in rigor, it's frozen.
actually, David, she was killed by a wraith. That wraith has not been destroyed. Her body is perfectly preserved until the wraith is destroyed.
where does that happen? Because what I understand is the body just is gone. Not gone, but just, yeah. Because I read that the soul is torn away and otherwise the body is just there. Let me pull it up again.
Would that wraith would have been able to enter the fortress anyway?
No.
No.
With some will save, maybe.
That'd be a hell of a will save, Chris.
He carried you into the fortress, so the wraith probably would have been driven away.
Her wraith has been long
Wraith
gone.
was gone
You get
when he
bashed out.
Colby showed up. The second when he came riding back.
Its body remains intact and inanimate.
But the spirit is torn free from the corpse and transformed. So it doesn't destroy the body, but it's still a dead body. So I'm assuming it would go through all the normal things a dead body would go through. Otherwise,
That's
it would
how I
sit there and
normally take it.
not decay for an indefinite amount of time, which would be kind of strange. Can you imagine how many wraith there would be bodies laying around in just corners of the road that just laid there?
That would actually be amazing. Sorry.
Okay. Thank you.
Creepy.
Okay.
Good-looking corpses.
You get the stiff body positioned properly and turn it in. You
Yes.
can still see the indentation of your shoulder pad there. The Nike swoosh and everything.
All right. Cover up with the soil and mixed with, I guess, the snow, because that's what I kind of had to get it out of, right?
Right. Good deal.
You said there's a tree nearby?
Yep.
But I'm old.
Yeah, I'm surprised you got 2 feet down if the ground was frozen.
Flaming axe.
Fire axe.
Yep.
Ah, nice.
Wasn't easy, but he did it. You get her covered up.
I take one of the silver daggers and I plunge it into the tree,
Okay.
and then
The tree dies.
mark the spot. The tree dies.
The tree screams in pain.
It was actually a
And
giant.
then steps in the
Roll attack.
Five.
Really?
Turns
Yeah.
out it's a treant.
Tree has to dodge me?
No.
You just don't have to roll a 1.
Usually he needs a 5 to hit a square.
All right.
Okay.
You stab it.
I'm looking for my.
You stabbed the shit out of that tree.
All right, let's see.
Why is this never on an actual monster?
He stabs the shit out of that tree. And now allow me to read this here. The creature blossoms out of the bark of the ancient tree, at first appearing as a new branch before solidifying to a decidedly female shape. She has a wild, unfathomable look in her large almond-shaped eyes. Her hair is a pronounced leafy texture, while her skin looks like burnished wood.
Way to piss
What?
off the dryad.
Are you kidding?
No.
I might have been able to say something about that tree, but wasn't here.
Your elf keeps disappearing, Kura.
Yeah, I'm off checking traps right now.
Mystically bound to the tree. Never stray more than 300 yards. And is very upset at you looking at this. Saw what you did. And just, why? Why would you do that?
My bad.
It hurts.
Oh, were
Love
you going
that
to
you
eat
hear
that? Sorry.
So I don't know. Just say,
You just stabbed
bluff.
her.
You sneaking up on me?
Would you know what a dryad is?
He saw it sprout out of the tree.
I guess that's a knowledge nature.
Out of curiosity, does it look anything like the elf he just buried?
No.
Just... Oh.
She's like, come on.
Throw me a bone here.
That would have been hilarious. Wait, I buried the corpse. Wait.
And I'm dead.
You're now a dryad. Get your gear back.
Does a harp have to be activated in order to be used?
You have to have the perform check to use it, yeah.
Or sorry, I meant the brooch.
No, it does not need anything to use it. It's just an activation.
Okay, so I wanted to use one of those on it then before I did anything.
Okay.
What I described to you, I wanted to grab the brooch out of the backpack. It's a haversack, so it knows what I'm looking for,
Well,
and add +2 to that roll. That's a bluff check to what I just said.
all right. You reach into the pack and pull something out. You hear all the trees around you shout, "He's got a gun!" No, I'm
Bullshit.
kidding. Yeah, bullshit. So you say you're sneaking up on me. She says, "No, I am defending my home."
Is the dagger
And
still?
Colby, the stream's broken, eh?
Yeah, it's a back.
Okay.
You said, Riclamin? What?
Is the dagger still embedded in whatever I just
Yeah.
grit?
Yeah.
Can I take it out?
You grab the dagger and start to pull it out.
I say my apologies. I was trying to send our friend away with some last wishes.
She really hated trees.
It's a good thing we still don't have that undead book and we can dead trees with them.
You spent her time in the trees.
I'm gonna have apologies to make.
She looks. Just don't do it again.
What?
At least you're feeding him.
Feeding who?
She starts petting the tree.
You just gave it a body to eat. Good boy.
You fertilize the area pretty much.
Okay.
But you've hurt him.
I
Go.
don't know how to help him.
You can't. You've done enough. Go.
Look at all that sap pouring out of it now.
She melts back into the tree. You hear it one last time, loudly. Go!
All right.
It's all right.
On her
Yeah.
body.
It's just a flesh wound.
Thank God for that bluff check.
It's a good thing that tree had bark skin.
I memorize the location and go.
Okay. Roll intelligence check to make sure you memorize this location.
I think it was over that way.
Pretty sure he's not going to stab any trees in this
Close
forest.
enough.
You think you know where you're going.
You should mark
No.
your path back on the trees.
I want survival. Search, survival, search to make it back.
Search, survival, search. Ooh, you're being it.
Can I leave the silver dagger on top of her spot I buried, I guess?
Okay.
Okay, thanks. And then what do you
Leave
say?
a
Search,
silver
survival,
dagger laying
what?
in the werewolf woods. I want a search,
Yeah, they're not
survival,
gonna
and a
touch
search.
it.
No, they won't.
That's why I left it. Search, survival, search. Okay.
Yep. DC 15.
Search,
Okay.
survival,
Okay.
search.
Yes.
Wow.
You walk back. You dodge a little pit spike trap. You go past that. You find your way back. You step. You hear a click. You look down to see your foot in the middle of a bear trap. Just pull back carefully. You found it expertly.
Oh, God.
And make it back. Just, okay, but before you get back,
Yep.
back to our elf, who's going to come wandering back from grabbing crap. Actually, no, I can't go to you yet because Colby hadn't done anything today.
No, Colby is with the peasantry.
Colby and the peasantry.
Convert them to Palor.
Nope.
That sounds like a band like Josie and the Pussycats.
Colby and the peasants.
Colby and the peasantry. What's going on in
Infinitely
the?
more dangerous.
Well,
Actually,
I guess we're rewinding back in time to like when the morning came.
yes.
The only thing I needed to do was check with you about how much of my con damage heals when I sleep and pray.
It's going to take you. It'll be not day after tomorrow, but 3 days before you're fully back to normal.
Oh, I'm over that. I'll cast a restoration on myself before I pray,
Okay.
with the goal of fixing my con damage,
Okay.
and then pray, and then hang out with my new peoples.
Way to nullify the sacrifice to your god.
You feel that Paylor is temporarily happy with your temporary building in his honor.
Awesome. Sragg, do you think I have 15 minutes or so?
Yeah, between Colby, Smurrrrh, and
Yeah, I'm not going to be aware of anything that happens for the next like 30 minutes or so probably. So I'm going to go get something from a quick shop. Be right back.
all right.
That was all I really had to do. So,
Oh,
but we can take a break. to
actually,
eat
we've
up some of
still
the
got
time.
something to go.
What's that?
We've still got someone to go.
Okay.
We have 15 minutes. It's time for the Chronicles of Smurrrrh.
Yay!
So
I asked the unseen servant for some popcorn.
So, we saw Core go up the tree to get stuff. Is that what happened with Core?
Yeah, you
Like,
walked
I
up
walked
the
up,
tree showing
I
them.
walked down.
Yeah, you showed him big time. Yeah, you can hide, but damn. Sorry, dude.
All right.
Maybe you should be hiding while you're doing this.
So
I mean,
what's Colby? What's Colby doing? Sorry, I missed that.
Hang out with the peoples.
Yeah, Colby's preaching to the peasantry.
Nope.
And
Nope.
he refuses public speaking.
He addressed them a while ago. That worked out all right.
He's just hanging out with the peasants then.
Yeah.
All right.
Don't
He's-
mention
got
the
a
have
soup
still-
Sailor at all.
We still have like 100 of some or so of them left,
Yeah, about 120 people left.
and
Colby's got a soup kitchen going.
are we okay for food? You said soup kitchen, but like,
Yeah, the apparently that place comes with some food. He's
Oh,
just doing
okay.
his best to dole it out.
how long does it last?
18 hours.
18 hours.
Disappears right out of their stomach.
Okay.
Well, I was full. How cruel.
All right. So, Core's tree fort. It's like like up in the trees, basically. It's just a tree fort.
Yep.
I'm gonna climb the tree again, one of the highest trees, and just have a look around from up there, see what I can see.
All right. Roll. Oh, wait. You got your spider stuff.
My spider climb like done like.
You just walk up the frickin' tree. No one cares. Yeah. Okay. You walk up the top
The
of the tallest
peasants
tree.
must care if they can see me.
Yeah,
Basically.
they start pointing, screaming.
I think they're kind of over screaming at this point. They're just like, yeah,
Yeah.
that's pretty cool.
Is he gonna kill us now? Every time someone can do something cool, we usually end up dying.
Yeah, ain't that the truth?
All right, you make it up to the top of the tallest tree in the surrounding area by going in between branches, because you'll see one you think's tall and find one that's taller, so you'll work your way through the canopy of sorts.
Okay.
Making up to the tallest tree, getting and looking around.
Yeah. Anything of interest?
You notice off to the north of you there are taller trees even still.
Okay.
That's quite a ways, but you can do it. You're Smurrrrh.
Right. North, taller trees. What do I see to this east, south, and east, west, and south?
You look back to the south. You see that there's still some smoke coming from Quavar. There is no movement over that direction, but that's way far off, so could be just too small to see.
It took us all night to get here, right?
Yep. All night and part of most of the next day, so
So it's
way the heck.
probably like 200 miles or so, 100 miles.
That'd be stretching it. That's more
Yeah.
like what, 40
Yeah, okay. 40 miles. Okay.
would be.
Yeah, that would be
Yeah.
far enough, I guess, yeah.
Hmm.
Okay, so it's pretty far. And east and west, anything of interest?
Ooh, no, not really. There's a lot of trees. You think you
Yeah.
can make out a river pretty far distance to the west.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, fair enough. All
There
the
does
flora,
seem to be some type of a clearing up in the north too, but
the trees seem ordinary, no kind of like withering or anything out of the ordinary that I'd see in the distance. Any of those directions?
no, not seeing anything. Roll me a spot.
Okay. Where is my sheet? +5. Okay, and I lost roll 20.
Nope, everything seems pretty normal, Smurrrrh.
Okie doke.
Another day.
I will descend.
All right. You make your way down this current tree, or are you gonna try to backtrack?
No, I'll just climb down the same tree.
Oh, you're climbing down this tree.
Yeah.
All right. You make it down. It's a pretty dark section of forest.
Yeah. Not a whole lot going on.
No. Which side did you come down again?
What side of the tree did I come down?
Yeah.
I don't know what side did I go up.
I don't know either. Which direction are you facing?
Well, first of all, I looked. Would you say north? And then I went south, east, and west. So I probably would have been facing west and climbed down that way. So I'd be on the east side of the tree, I guess.
I'm guessing 2. That sounds good. We're on the east side of the tree.
Sure. Yeah. Do I see like any of that fort still in any? If I could walk around, look around the from any side of the tree.
No, you think off that away you see the tree you originally came up. You're pretty sure that looks like the one. That's definitely
survival.
the tree.
Didn't make it.
That is definitely that tree. That one looks like it too, but I'm pretty sure it's that one.
Okay, but I should still see the tree fort, right? Should I not be able to Should I not be able to orient myself based on the tree fort?
You can't see it, unfortunately. That's part of the problem.
I can't see the tree fort?
No.
Okay.
It's not densely wooded. It is densely wooded area, so...
Okay.
You've got far enough through canopy crawling to find the tallest tree.
Alright.
Which is why I asked if you wanted to try backtracking.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Alright, that's fine. So Core was up in the trees in the tree fort?
Yes.
Alright, I'll just I'll climb back up, try and find the tree fort.
Alright. Now, which direction do you want to try to head? From what you believe is east.
Up.
Uh-oh. How far up?
Well, it's the tree. Was the tree fort? I assume is in the trees, right?
Somewhere in the trees, but this isn't like Lord of the Rings Elven Tree Fortress. This is a tree house.
When I was looking around, I didn't assume I was tree hopping. I just assumed I climbed a tree, looked around. Oh, but I climbed the tallest tree. You're saying? Okay, I see what you're saying.
You'd come up partway this way and figure out that one goes up further. So you'd go through the branches over to that one.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. Whatever.
I just went with what you told me.
I'll climb the tree again, and I'll try and see if I can see the. On my way up the tree, I'll try and see if I can see the fortress.
Okay.
Or any signs of it, any kind of glint or.
Coming up, you can't see it from here.
Okay.
All the way up.
Okay.
You get all the way up to the top, though. You do orient yourself. You know that is for sure north. There's the way to get to Quavar. That's south.
Yep.
It's got to be somewhere in that direction, right?
Well,
that is what you did, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, we came from Quavar, clearly, right? So. Yeah.
Yeah, you came from Quavar, but which direction did you head when you were searching for the tallest tree while you were in those canopies? Maybe I hope you went north. Maybe it was west, though.
All right. Well, I don't know. I'll climb back down then, and I'll just hang out, have a snack.
Okay.
I'm not going to meander through the forest of traps. Trying to get me to do.
Smurrrrh climbs back down the tree, wanders circles around that singular tree.
I'll start a little fire. I'm only going to use dead wood, though.
So it's at least like 8 feet, so...
Okay.
I'm not going to go very far from where I am. I'm just going to get some branches from around me that are dead and make a little fire.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, there we go.
If you need me to roll any save for traps, if you think I'm wandering too far away, then let me know and I'll roll saves.
No. That's the bad part. You can wander around all you want in this part, and there's not many traps.
All right.
I mean, I figured Smurrrrh would have probably got caught up in his quest to get up as high as he could. From the way you described it.
Within reason. I mean, he did climb the tallest tree that was in the vicinity, so... He's not going to stray too far from what's going on for the most part. He's got to help Ricky finish his family business, so...
Yeah.
I figure I'll start a little fire and they'll find me if they need to.
Now, you know you didn't get that far. They have to be somewhere close.
Yeah. Does that fortress glow at all or anything?
Yep.
So
Yeah.
if it gets dark, I'll be able to see the glow through the forest in some degree or shape or form. You'd imagine.
Yep.
Except it's due to disappear at dark.
No, whatever. I don't care. I really don't care. Smurrrrh doesn't care. I don't care. I'll eat some rations, set up a little fire. You guys will find me if you need me. And if not, I'll have my own D&D session, I guess, to play.
Oh. Well, everyone, welcome to the Chronicles of Smurrrr. Today
Week
we're going
one.
to discover that bark tastes bad.
Yeah. Nah, I'll kill stuff. I'll eat some more troll. It'll be good.
Maybe you should go hunting, Smurrrr. You said you want to eat rations. Maybe you should get some fresh meat.
Some fresh meat now. Fresh meat, no. I would probably. I mean, I would look around. I'm not gonna go too far though. If I see anything in the direct vicinity, I'll kill it. If it's like a deer or anything.
I hear werewolves good this time of year.
Colby, why did you have to say that?
Because I'm an asshole.
No, because Smurrrr, I want you to roll a spot.
Yep. No problem. D20 was what plus? I just did it. Damn it. Oh,
Where's-
I'm rolling it in friggin' Twitch. Noob.
Where's that
Fail.
book we got that's conveniently titled, So, You've Been Bitten by a Werewolf?
Can't roll anything anymore.
What?
Horrible. Whatever. Smurrrr's got it.
You see a older-looking man start approaching you.
All right.
Buck naked.
Actually, he's dressed pretty well. Walking staff.
Does he?
Looks basically
Okay.
your generic woodsman.
I thought you were going to say in a white robe, white hair.
Okay. Would I recognize him as not a member of the people we were with? Does he look like he wouldn't have been in that group or with? Or should I do an intelligence check for that?
You would have to do a big intelligence check for that, because I'm not sure you were looking at him too closely while y'all.
No, that's fair.
Okay. You have never seen this like before, and you notice his features seem a little off, more animalistic than
And
he
you're
looks
pretty,
kind of savage.
and you're pretty
Okay.
sure his name is Tim.
The enchanter.
Yeah.
Okay. I say, hail. I am Smurrrrh.
Greetings, Smurrrr. You can call me Brighton. We don't really take well to the fires in this forest.
Oh. I'm new to these parts. I didn't know. What is there something special with this forest, or?
It's made of wood.
Okay.
Pokey, the werebear approaches you.
Yep.
Is this your
Only
forest,
you
or
can prevent forest fires.
where is it okay to make a fire?
In a fire pit, usually.
In a fire pit?
Generally, you will prepare a spot for a fire instead of just making one on the floor.
Oh. Oh, well, I can do that if you prefer. I don't want to impose on your trees or anything, stranger.
What are you doing out here?
I was waiting for my friends to come back.
More greenskins in the forest?
No, not really. We got another guy up in these trees, and he lives up in one of those trees somewhere. And we have another priest guy with some people we're helping.
You were separated from your band, weren't you?
Yeah, not well. I mean, I don't play any instruments. But
You are unique. Follow me. I will take you to your friends.
all right. I'll hang on. I'll put out this fire. I do my best to put out the
Appreciate it.
fire.
On the way there, I'll just get you to step in all the traps that I can't get through.
Sure.
He says, "Come with me," and
Sure.
leads you off.
That's fine. I'm sure he's a very charismatic guy.
That depends. Are you following him?
Sure, why not?
Okay. He takes you through the woods. It's a pretty long walk.
He's gonna bring me to a barbarian tribe. That's great.
Barbarian tribe. Fuck that. Your lunch.
After
something.
you're not really sure for the amount of time that's passed.
Yeah.
But-
Well, you want me to int check that?
Yeah.
Sure.
You can guess it's been several hours. I mean, you know that much at least. You come to a small clearing and you see a group of orcs.
Hey, these aren't my people. I think there's some kind of a miscommunication. My
You're
people
not one of mine.
No, there was another group of us. We helped some people from Jelanthanar. There was all kinds of nasty
Claymore.
stuff in Jelanthanar. There was a fire. We had to run away. There's about 100 or so people back there that we helped. We had to summon some kind of crazy castle that we were in to protect us from the bad guys. There was like skeletons and it wasn't good. And they were walking all around your forest.
I'm going to have to check into this. Why don't you remain here while it's safe, and we'll return for you.
Remain here. Okay.
If there's that many people wandering around the woods, we're going to have to look into it.
Eating good tonight.
All right.
I'm sure you can understand.
Sure. Why not?
No, where I'm going, you can't follow. So just wait here. He takes off into the woods a little bit and turns into a large bear.
Before you leave, is there anything I should be aware of out in this forest that I should watch out for, or?
Forest
Okay.
fires.
Because there's
Only
lots of those
you
undead
can prevent
guys.
forest fires.
He walks up a little bit, grins, and turns into a large bear. And then starts lumbering off into the forest. He said something to you in bear, but...
Right. All right, bear. I had a bear friend once upon a time. He was a cool guy. He followed me around. He was, I think, a dire bear.
This one looks pretty similar.
He looked kind of like you, only a little bit different. Maybe a little bit younger.
You following him?
I don't know. If he said not to follow him, so no. He said wait here, unless he's motioning me to follow him.
No.
Can this guy join our
What?
party?
I'll find a tree to climb again.
You have caught the attention of the orcs at that camp there.
Oh, okay. Fair enough. Do they seem like they're gonna start trouble? Like,
No,
can I
they're
judge their demeanor based on
confused because they saw you with the bear.
Right. Okay.
Breaker, is that you?
They start approaching you.
Do they seem like they're
Cautious.
Yeah, I'm sure they're cautious. I don't mean like attitude-wise, but like dress and attire. Do they seem like a barbarian tribe that I would recognize? Yes. Okay.
They look like a barbarian tribe that you would recognize.
Okay, fair enough.
As?
Okay. Do I know of any of the opposing tribes that the ones that I would have been hanging around with? That they would be their enemies, or do I recognize any kind of?
You think that these might have been one of the allied tribes, but you haven't seen a standard yet, really.
Okay.
They tend to look familiar, though. You've
Okay.
slept in something like that before.
Okay, fair enough.
Unless maybe they took those. You're not really sure.
Right. Who knows? It's a mystery. All right. If they don't seem aggressive or anything, and they're just being cautious, then I'm not going to charge in.
Slaughter them all.
No, yeah, no. I'm gonna put my falchion on my back and, just sort of meet up with them. I guess meet them halfway.
You put the falchion on the back. You see them look at each other, kind of disappointed, and put their weapons away.
And thus ends the epic quest to return Smurrrrh to his people.
Da-da-da-da! All right, I'll roll a new character. We'll see
We've
you guys
made it
next week.
home, Littlefoot.
All right. They come up, and we'll get back to that in a minute.
Yep.
Okay. Elf, you make it back.
Awesome. What did I miss?
Okay. Smurrrrh, after climbing the tree and messing with you, wandered off to climb a bigger tree. He wanted to climb the tallest tree in the area to get a good look around. He went through the canopy a bit here, a bit there, worked his way around.
Failed
found the
my survival
tallest-
checks.
Made it up all the way and came straight down that tree and was utterly lost. Where he was found by a woodsman that guided him to his friends he was separated from.
He didn't like me making a fire without a fire pit either.
The woodsman was on a
Only
side
you
quest
can
from helping
forest
some
fires.
dwarves and a hobbit.
Yeah. Well, he took Smurrrrh to a group of orcs. Smurrrrh's like, no, those aren't my friends. It starts telling him about the 100 and some people that are wandering around the woods. He asks Smurrrrh to remain there. He can't
And the
come with
undead.
him where he's going.
I told him
Yeah,
about
and the
that.
undead.
Jalanthanar.
Yeah, he mentioned Jalanthanar several times, and he said that he'd have to check into this. Don't follow me where I'm going, and turns into a giant bear and runs off into the woods.
Cool. So am I back among people again?
Yes, you're back among people. Riclamin is not there presently, neither is Smurrrrh.
So
It's just Colby and the commoners.
I see
Or
Colby.
peasantry.
I'll probably walk up and I'll probably go and check out where they left the elf. Last I knew.
She's been on Riclamin's shoulder since she fell,
Okay.
and he's not here.
So where are Riclamin and Elisa's body?
Colby.
Everyone on the internet out there? Not what you're thinking.
Yeah, I don't know what I did to Elisa's body, but Arissa's body.
Colby
Yeah.
and the commoners. There we go.
It's my Motown band.
They play smooth jazz sometimes.
So, you're being addressed by an elf that walked back in, carrying all forms of bundles of stuff. And asked where Riclamin and Arissa's body got off to.
And Smurrrrh while I'm at it.
Where is everybody?
Divide and Conquer by Sragg. Tune in next week.
Oh,
Well, I'm gonna unload the cold weather gear outside of the set for myself, and say this is for the rest of the group, and I'm gonna go ahead and ask him to direct the commoners to the shacks I'm pointing out to get them some hides and skins to fashion something they can keep warm with. Just have them take whatever they need.
okay. Colby,
Sup?
how is your interactions going here?
Oh, the people here just chilling.
Well, I mean, with you and the elf that's talking to you currently.
There's an elf talking to me.
You're the only one left. He's talking to you.
So Sragg, sorry to cut you off there. Due to the dense canopy, is there snow on the ground still? Or the
Not as
forest?
bad. No, not
Okay.
as bad. Some, but not as bad.
Okay.
Basically, where branches broke, there's snow.
Yep.
I'm sorry, what did you ask me to do?
First off, I was asking where Riclamin and Smurrrrh were, and I guess where Rissa's body happens to be, since Riclamin isn't here.
Those two are probably together. Don't know what they're doing. And Smurrrrh, haven't seen him. He's probably off trying to burn down the forest somehow.
Great. So I'm gonna dump off these this cold weather gear with you. This is full outfits for the party. I don't know if you need it or not.
Yes, please.
And if you can direct some of your commoner pals over here, I don't know what the hell is their, what they call themselves.
Quiverites. Quivers.
Yeah, if you can direct your Palerites to the shacks on the far southwest of the compound, they'll find some raw hides, leather, and small skins they can use to fashion whatever they'll need to stay warm. Just tell them to take whatever they need.
I get up and say, "Come on, people, let's go get some clothes."
You hear a little "yay" from the crowd. They all get up and follow.
Yay.
Clank, clank, clank.
I'm gonna roll survival to track down Riclamin.
Actually, can I get my armor muffled now slightly by the furs I'm wearing?
Yes.
Clunk, clunk, clunk.
All right. Make your track to track down the Riclamin. Roll. Roll well. This is versus his.
Bye.
Okay, hang on. No, you didn't. You succeeded perfectly.
Oh, because no?
Went that way. You know it unerringly.
Oh shit.
Oh,
And then there was
never
Colby.
the party.
Colby and his new party of 400 new friends.
It's only 100.
100.
So how long are you gonna make me go before you make me realize that I don't know where he is and I've lost the trail and try and get back to camp?
This is your woods. You will make it back to camp, but
Just
here's
how
the
much
problem.
time has been wasted, and do I encounter something along the way? That's all I need to know, right?
Right. These are your woods. You're just going to be pissed at yourself for screwing up, and that's about it.
Yeah, it's nothing new. This happens. The screwing up part. I don't think I've ever been lost at my home before, but whatever.
Okay.
You're following the wrong tracks.
You figure out what the heck, looking at it. Get down. You were heading back to Quavar.
Well, that's no good. Yeah.
Double back, make it back
Yes.
to the camp to try to track him down, and see him coming up to come in as you come in.
Oh, great. I'm going to walk over to him. Hey, where's Arissa?
And break time.